What's up, fight fans? Welcome to Mr. Mustache MMA News. Today, I want to discuss a really exciting upcoming UFC featherweight matchup this Saturday. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to continue getting more MMA content by yours truly. Help the channel grow. All right, guys, getting right into it. We got Andre Fili taking on C-Rod, Christian Rodriguez this Saturday in a fight, man, that I just fucking love. A possible fight of the night style matchup. You got Andre Fili, ultimate featherweight veteran of the UFC. This guy, still young as ever, and has been around for about 10, 11 years, fought everybody. He goes toe-to-toe, a go-out-on-a-shield type of fighter. Lots of ups and downs, inconsistencies, but one thing you can't take away from this guy, he always shows up to fight. He puts on a show every single time. He's dynamic. He's got great striking, fun to watch, tall, long, and lanky, uses it very well. But just sometimes, man, I don't know, he just gets caught sometimes, right? He's fought tough opponent after tough opponent after tough opponent. Coming off the loss to Melky Costa, the submission lost. And it's times where, when this guy's on, he looks like he is just, he is world class, he's in the UFC, but just looks like he's just on a whole nother level, gets into this flow state. But then there's other times where he just gets caught. I don't know if it's just where he just has to get going, but just sometimes when, I don't know if it's just chin, I don't know, because when he does lose, getting knocked out by Dan Ige, Dan's got some power. Getting caught by Costa. Costa's a dude who's very tough. He's somebody where, he doesn't look like a physical specimen, doesn't really look super dangerous, but he's just sneaky good. He's a problem for just about anybody. We're going to be talking about him again here in a few minutes. But Andre Fili in this fight, too, against C-Rod, I think can present a lot of problems. His length, his ability to utilize his length, his striking, he has really good takedown defense. But his fight against Bryce Mitchell, I think, is like a really good blueprint if C-Rod, wants to get the victory against Andre Fili. Because you have Christian Rodriguez, who was like the prospect killer for a little while, took out Raul Rosas Jr., he beat Isaac Dalgarian, he went out there and beat Austin Bashi. But most recently, which again, Melky Costa, lost to Melky Costa. So both of these guys are coming off of a loss to the same guy in their most recent fights. Again, I didn't really understand. After a big win over Austin Bashi, I thought that guy was just a little bit too dangerous of an opponent and too soon for him to take that fight. I didn't really understand why he did take that fight. But C-Rod, he's dangerous. Phenomenal wrestling, phenomenal cardio, phenomenal pressure. And then once he utilizes that threat, once he makes that threat noticed, right, then his striking kind of takes place, where it's not this explosive power shots, but he's able to just kind of start touching up his opponent to kind of just, give them something more to think about. Okay, now they're thinking about the takedowns. Then he starts throwing these little just fucking pitter-patter shots, but they do work. They do damage. They work against the cardio of his opponents, almost like a Nick Diaz style of striking, right? Just kind of touches them up a little bit just to kind of just take away, just stop their breathing, right? Give them another thing to think about. Adding on to the pressure. And his chain takedowns are very good. His ability to stay calm under pressure when people are kind of putting the pressure on him as well. He doesn't really get frantic. He utilizes his gas tank very efficiently. But here against Andre Fili, it's about breaking that distance, right? How is he going to be able to use these takedowns to not get caught, kind of breaking that distance over a guy like Andre, who's just so dynamic, tall, long, and lanky, uses his straights very well, knees, elbows, all those things. So Christian's going to have a lot of things that he's going to have to get through just to get to that leg of Andre Fili, just to get him up against the fence. That's really what C-Rod has to do in this fight, is get Andre up against the fence, get him to the ground, kind of zap up his gas tank a little bit, get him tired, slow his strikes down, take the power away. A lot like what Bryce Mitchell did to Andre in their fight, and just hopefully utilize a lot of top pressure, a lot of control time. That's going to be the blueprint of success for Christian Rodriguez against Andre Fili in this fight. So it's all about if he can do it. And I'm not sure, because Andre, I think he's just a gold standard. I hate to say gatekeeper, but really is a gold standard for the featherweight division. If you can get past a guy like Andre Fili, it's off to the races. You're going to be getting a whole new crop of new opponents, because he really is just the first of that next step into those elite of the elite guys. And I think Andre in this fight, I think he's just going to be able to use his length, his reach, and I think that he's just going to be able to fight his fight against Christian Rodriguez and maybe even get himself a finish. And that's no disrespect to C-Rod, but and if C-Rod can get this win, which I definitely can see his path to success too, it's just not going to be an exciting one. Be interesting to see. But guys, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Who do you guys have, Andre Fili or Christian Rodriguez? All right, that's going to do it for today, guys. Mr. Mustache, MMA News out. Let's fucking go, fight fans.